What a cruel joke this is. Come now, you must gather yourself. It's not as though there is any way out of this predicament anyway. Well met, my lord. I am... No. No, this is not happening. No, I will not come in. This is absurd. Will you let go of me before I have the entire court witness this performance? Calm down. It is bad enough that I'm being forced into this pathetic charade. If my father wants to get close to the throne so badly, then perhaps he can marry you instead. I'm sure the king will weep with joy. Change? You have changed. Oh yes, I'm sure the king's favorite monster has had plenty of time to atone for all the things he has put her through. And what if I don't come in? Perhaps you'll have one of your guards cut me down? Is that it? Fine, fine. This night cannot get any worse. You'll have to excuse me, but I absolutely do not feel safe or patient enough to take a seat. You're lucky I even agreed to come in. You don't understand why I'm like this? Have you been cursed? Has one chill too many cracked that empty skull of yours? Do not give me that look. I've seen it before and I know where it leads. There's this false sorrow in your eyes, and yet it never changed anything. Do you even remember where you come from? Do you remember that it's not just me you hurt, but all your other friends too? Has your mind truly become so clouded that you've forgotten all the people that matter in your life? Is your father's political game all it took to change that? Explain? There is nothing for you to explain. I've witnessed all in first hand. There is no justification you could invent that will explain how a sweet, caring boy from low nobility with his low noble friends could turn into whatever it is that you are currently. Where do I even begin? You had your guards brutalize your best friend, all because he dared to approach you during a tournament. I can imagine you are aware that he can barely walk to this day. Do not interrupt me. You were the one who wanted this, not me. The squire, your squire, what happened to him? He was by your side non-stop, for a year at least, and one day he drops his saddle, and suddenly he disappears? What happened to him? What about me? You told me you love me, and I love you, and even despite everything, I never stop. I brought a letter after letter, and didn't hear from you once. It's like the moment you became a prince, I just ceased to exist. What are you doing? Get your hand off my lips. What? Please stop begging. I don't understand what's happening anymore. Just get up. Say what you have to say, and then I'm going to leave. I already spent too long in your company. Your father? Yeah, I'm sure he's done plenty bad, but I don't really see how that excuses. Paranoid? Right. I'm sure he was the one ordering your guards around too. What? So, all these years ever since you left, your father hasn't let you be in control of your own life? You know, for someone who claims to be in control by his paranoid king father, you certainly seem content enough to watch your own best friend be dragged away by your own guards. Acting? You were acting? This is... What about your squire? You don't know? Then my letters never reach you. I see. This is all a lot to take in, and I just don't know if I can believe it. The things I've seen and heard, and he broke my heart. You broke my heart, and now you're telling me all of this? All these years spent thinking I'd never even be able to catch your gaze again. And then my father receives royal orders that his daughter's to be married. Why would your father even orchestrate something like this? Why keep it a secret? It was you? You arranged this? And you think your father will be none the wiser? He thinks it's his idea. I think maybe I do need to sit down after all. No, I'm fine. I just don't understand why any of this is happening. Your mother? Yes, I remember when she passed away. I think it affected all of us greatly. She was like a queen even before you left. Everyone looked up to her. And your father became paranoid. So that's why he had your guards drag him away. And the squire, he thought he was too incompetent and would get you killed? This is a lot to take in. And I still don't understand why you manipulate him into choosing me as your wife. Unless this is some ruse and you've been lying to me. He's sick. And you need a more legitimate claim to prevent civil war. And you chose me. But why me? Why even bother? Why not choose some higher born girl and avoid all of this? You never stop thinking about me. I'm sorry I judged you so harshly. The last few years have been hell. It has been torture to spend every single day thinking about you and watching all these things unfold and... What? Take my time? What do you mean? You're letting me choose? You never forced me into something I didn't want. But you realize how that will look at your father, to the other nobles. You don't care? Give me your hand, please. if you truly are still the same person I knew back then I want to do this. It will take some time for me to trust you like I once did, but if our marriage means we can start saving lives and maybe fix this godforsaken kingdom, then I don't want to wait. If we can undo even a fraction of what your father has caused and prevent something worse, then it has to be worth it. But I don't want to be the only one to choose. Do you truly want to do this? Is this the love of the sweet and caring boy I once knew? Or some move in this twisted political game? Then, let's get married, my prince.